Welcome here. Today's trade ideas and signal will be built on our last analysis on Monday. So, just going to build on what we discussed on Monday and we'll continue from there. So, this happens to be the level that we picked on Monday. Excuse me. And that Monday we discussed this particular level coming from this level, and how we were anticipating some kind of movement from this level. And on Monday, when we are making the analysis, we find that during before analysis, the level we placed here was tapped. Personally, I guess is my only level, but I picked a trade for us on Monday, I guess. I mean last week, that we were trying to sell from this particular level here into the highs. So having that level being tapped and we're coming down, the level that I picked here initially on 15 minutes got tapped and it materialized from the level on that same day, I guess. That Monday that it tapped the level and it materialized. Now, when we were making the analysis on Monday, we discussed this particular level also. That we can be expecting and anticipating some kind of retracement back into this level if we are yet to capitalize on the trade. So if we are yet to capitalize on the trade, then we can just try and see what we can. I mean, wait for price to come back into this level to kind of give us uh some movements from this same level. We are expecting and anticipating some kind of reaction. And the reason why I quit lower time frame analysis and trading is very, very justified. At least we can see from this level, we can see how price is moving and giving us some kind of nice movement giving us some kind of movement in some directions that it's eventually just decide to take out. You can see a very good swing point here on 15 minutes. Let me zoom in clearly. On 15 minutes, you can see a very good swing point. Liquidity above this high, double highs were taking, and it comes to this level, it's take out this or give us a TC, a strength change here, and give us an MSS. And we can easily say we can capitalize. As you can see, price ran into the level perfectly and good, and give us see another swing point. So if we go on 5 minutes, you see a very, very nice setup on lower time frame from this. But what do we see? Price just come to this level, reverse on us without any prayer or something. So which is giving us the something that no matter what market is doing, market structure will still going is still going to be the best, your best bet. Market structure is still going to be our best bet. And the best way to go and get along well with market structure is with dealing ranges. So if you use dealing range properly, you'll be able to know where and what to capitalize on when you are trading. And as we have this level here, we can see from 4 hour dealing range, if we look at it closely, we see the reason why we capitalize on that level. This is the level that we are anticipating some kind of movement from. Anyway, we have this level to be our strong low that we are anticipating price not to break. But we can see that price just coming to the level, break the level, and kind of giving us some kind of reversal from this particular level again. Then all what is happening in between this dealing range here, this particular one we had a shift, but nonetheless don't forget that this is the leg that provide all this movement. So this particular leg is within this particular leg here, from this strong high to this strong low. Here is it still remain our strong low because we did not have a proper mitigation of this level before we create this particular one. And mind you, there is no proper closure. Price closed below here though, but as you can see, we had another shift. But that is kind of reversal points. I mean, reversal movement to give us a proper mitigation of this block that we have here. And don't forget, it's a nice buy buy setup here. But what do we see? We see it that it failed, which means the whole liquidity is toward the whole market movement is bearish. And using this as a reference point of dealing range, mind you, all these ones seems not to be clear here, but if you go on higher time frame, you will see and have a very clear picture of what is actually happening from that level. So you can see this whole dealing range from this high to this low here happens to be our dealing range. The fact that we did not close below this level and we are reacting from this level does not mean that this level is still not valid. And as you can see, is a reversal point of this whole block here. And this is the level of our invalidation that we will stop experiencing all these movements that are giving us weeks. But nonetheless, if we stick to 4 hour carefully, we will see that we can exercise patience in the market and try to see what we can capitalize on appropriately. So from within that level, we have this rift here, and automatically, what do we have? We have a nice reaction in the midnight to this particular level now. So we are within this trade now, even though we've capitalized on what we have here and we've been able to take profits within this level. But nonetheless, I always believe that okay, any valid point of interest must be able to replicate itself in at least 5 places. So if it is valid, then we can still be expecting some lower prices in the market. But here we are, the trade I gave on Monday, still very intact, and we can continue to back on it. But if we look closely on 50 minutes, we will try and see what price is doing from that level. Let's try and hide this one so that at least we'll be able to see. And this is the level we are reacting from. This particular leg is where we are reacting from. And that happens to be an internal structure on 4 hour. Well, from within the level, we can see the price run into the high. Instead of it to continue from this level into the high, we can see that price just give us a shift in the market. And that alone is a minor shift that we can capitalize on. That's minor MSS in the market. And after that MSS, what do we have? It is from within this is the valid leg that provide everything. But what do we have from there? We can see that we have a trend change, which is a structure break. Okay, so then automatically here becomes strong guy now. Can take this level to be a minor strong guy, and here to be our minor weekly, thereby giving us another established what is it called? Another established range for us. But mind you, there is a proper mitigation of this leg coming from this level. You can see this buy to sell and it was closed below. So this happens to be a very, very valid entry for us. This particular level here, except it's being manipulated. But if it is not manipulated, then automatically we know that we can capitalize on that particular level. So we're going to tag that as our hobby. But what we'll be doing is, anything can happen from market, and we have to correspond our 4 hour, our 15 minutes with 4 hour. And as you can see, it's live perfectly with our internal structure. But anything can happen. So we're going to be taking this internal structure, we're going to take it with it and also try to secure it because this will be our level of invalidation. Even though we can just take this internal structure high to be our something. Let's mark it out. This level here. We mark that level out now. We'll try and see. Okay, let's determine our PDA level. So if you pick a trade from that particular leg, then that should be a very short position for us. And that's 13 pips in the market. But nonetheless, for security reasons, I guess we can just take the whole range because we can have a manipulation of this high before price continue to go lower. Whichever way, since we are dealing with 1 to 1 to 3 in the market, so we can confidently secure our trade with this particular something. But valid entry for us, to me personally, is this particular leg here. So I guess I can be risking it's 9 pips in the market. But nonetheless, we can just take the whole range for us to be, to have some kind of sense of security in the market. I have nothing to worry about that much. So we can just clearly see what we'll be anticipating from within the market, which we can be adding to our position from within this particular level here. So I guess it is better and more secure for us to take this high. Because whatever make price to go above this high, then automatically we know that price is willing to go. Whatever make us to go above this high, then automatic this particular leg is a level of invalidation. But anything can happen from within the market, so we can just easily pick down and continue to move from that level. Because if we closely check our short position, another short position in the market, let's take it out. We check our something, we see that this particular level there is some kind of imbalance here, and we have the liquidity that might be hiding above, might be resting above all these levels here, and we can have some kind of manipulation into there. So it is better to give ourselves that much room to weather of whatever price we may want to do from within this level. So it is better the 20 pip stop loss still okay, since we are only aiming for 60 pips in rate of 1 to 3. So I guess this will be all, at least for now. So our short position will be coming from within that leg, and we can just continue to capitalize on whatever price might want to do from within the market. So I guess that will be all, at least for now. Thank you very much. Have a lovely and a profitable trading day. God bless us all. Amen.